JDev is back at it, here to give everyone another Game of Thrones Season 1 episode reaction video, but before I continue with that, it's pretty important if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Game of Thrones, or you just don't know, then I would suggest that you take the initiative and pay attention to this episode title, which of course I'll put in the description for you. If that's the case, you find out that you're not caught up, it would be my suggestion that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This is going to be Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode number 2. The title of this episode is called The Kingsroad. This is going to be my reaction review recap of the episode, and keep in mind, I've already watched Game of Thrones all the way through already. I even did reactions to Season 8 on this channel, but I figured I wanted to do the whole series, so I just watched the episode, and now I'm just going to give my thoughts and kind of a reaction and review of the episode. So, in the Dothraki Sea, en route to Vaz-Dorak, or Dothrak I should say, with Khal Drogo's army of sorts, Jorah reveals to Viserys that he was exiled for selling poachers into slavery. And Viserys is impatient for control of Drogo's army. He really thinks he's going to get control of Drogo's army? Come on now. Daenerys struggles with her new marriage and the nomadic Dothraki lifestyle, taking comfort in her dragon eggs. Distressed by sex with Khal, or the Khal, she asks her handmaiden, Doreah, how to please her husband, Khal Drogo. Now, later, she is actually able to have sex with Drogo while facing him, not him bending her over and going doggy style in her. And then that leads to the relationship becoming more and more intimate. And then in the north, Bran Stark is or has been in a coma for over a month now. And after slapping Joffrey for refusing to give his condolences to the Starks, Tyrion informs Jaime and Cersei and Joffrey that Bran will survive. He will wake up at some point. Now, Ned Stark and his daughters prepare to journey to the capital with King Robert Baratheon, while Jon Snow decides that he is leaving to join his uncle Benjen in the Night's Watch, accompanied by Tyrion. And Jon gives Arya a sword, which she calls Needle, and Catelyn Stark chastises Ned for leaving her. I hate when women chastise men. It's annoying. I'm sure women hate when men chastise them too. But anyway, Ned promises to tell Jon about his mother when they meet again. Spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. And as they embark for King's Landing, Robert tells Ned of Daenerys Targaryen's marriage to Khal Drogo and the possibility of Viserys raising a Dothraki army to overthrow him. You know Viserys isn't gonna... God. Anyway, a fire breaks out at Winterfell as an assassin tries to kill Bran, but is held off by Catelyn and killed by Bran's direwolf. And I don't remember what Bran's direwolf's name was. I'm just drawing a blank now. I know Nymeria, I know Lady, I know Ghost, but the other ones, I'm drawing a blank on what their names are. I'm going to Google that after I'm done with this reaction. But a strand of blonde hair is actually found in the tower where Bran fell. Because what happens is Catelyn, after the assassination attempt on Bran, she starts to scratch her head like, maybe he didn't fall. And that's why she goes to investigate that and finds the long blonde hair, which of course was Cersei's hair. Interesting. And confiding with her son Robb, Maester Luwin, and Roderick, and the Stark's warden Theon Greyjoy, Catelyn decides to go to King's Landing to warn Ned, because she can't trust a Raven to send that information because somebody might intercept it. And then at the wall, when they reach the wall, Tyrion says Jon is mistaken of his romantic notions of the once noble Night's Watch, now a place for criminals, prisoners, and bastards. He'll fit right in from what we know about Jon Snow. We'll find about his lineage in later episodes. And then at the crossroads, the king's entourage stops at an inn where Joffrey's cruelty to Arya's commoner friend Micah results in Joffrey being bitten by Arya's direwolf Nymeria, whom he accuses of attacking him, and that's not how it went. at all. Sansa, newly betrothed to Joffrey, claims to remember nothing, and King Robert gives in to Cersei's demand that the direwolf be killed, with Nymeria having fled because Arya told her to leave, and then she threw a rock at it. Sansa's direwolf lady is to be killed instead, which Ned takes responsibility for himself. He encourages Joffrey's bodyguard, the Hound, Sandor Clegane, who has actually, or I should say he encounters, not encourages, Joffrey's bodyguard, the Hound, Sandor Clegane, or he sees that he killed Micah for the prince. Reluctantly, Ned does indeed kill Lady, while in the north, Bran suddenly wakes up from his coma, and that's how the episode ends. So, pretty interesting stuff going on this episode. I liked a lot of what I saw. It's a lot of characters being thrown at you, but they're not really concentrating on one. They're kind of throwing little things here and there. And I don't remember a lot about the first season as far as details about things. I guess I probably watched the later seasons more. Season 1, 2, which 2 is really good. And 3, maybe 4, 3 times, but the other ones must be doubled. But as far as the score of this episode, I'm going to give it an 8.4 out of 10. The character of the episode, I thought about giving it to Robert Baratheon for a second, but he didn't really have a lot of lines in the episode. I'm going to give it to Tyrion, because Tyrion gave a lot of knowledge in the limited time that he had in this episode, and he slapped Joffrey repeatedly. And we all know Joffrey sucks, so gotta love the Joffrey hate, or the abuse to Joffrey. Child abuse is great, especially when it's to Joffrey. So, you heard what I have to say, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. I know you're watching the video, so make sure you do react to it. So if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, smash that like button. If you know anybody that would be interested in this, go ahead and share it to them. Don't forget to leave me a comment. You can talk about the episode, you can score the episode, or talk about anything Game of Thrones related, how much you hate Season 8, which I don't hate it. I like most of it, but I understand they rushed a lot of stuff. And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.